Hi guys. Okay, so I just wanted to take a minute and talk about Mean Girls in Medicine because I've seen a lot of noise on social media about this. And as someone who has been in medicine for over 20 years, hopefully I can give some insight and some good advice. And no, this is just not for women in medicine. This is for any woman who is trying to pursue a professional career and is trying to have to climb some sort of corporate structure. So when I was young, my mom, I have two sisters and one of three. My mom has this old Irish saying, which is come up to my shoulders, but don't go over my head. And I remember from a very young age her using this expression whenever I was trying to achieve something and I felt like there was some sort of resistance or disconnect or issue with another girl, whether it be in a sports game or getting into college or, anywhere through my medical journey. And the whole reason behind the saying is basically some people are not going to be happy for you when you rise above them or you do something that they feel that they are not capable of. And so people can become mean and they can try to keep you in place or discourage you from moving forward and moving up. And I saw this trend over and over and over again throughout my training and even when I got into private practice. And yeah, it happens with men, but it stings more when it's women who are preventing you or trying to discourage you from achieving what your goals are. And I remember specifically finishing the end of my 6 years of residency. And one of my colleagues who was a year above me said to me, did you know that your intern year, there was a petition to have you fired from your internship and your residency because one of the girls didn't like you? And I'm happy I didn't hear about that when that was going on, but it made me sort of rethink my entire experience because I did find out who signed the petition and who didn't sign the petition. And unfortunately, all the women signed the petition. But yeah, there will always be people who do not want the best for you and who are out to just make your life miserable or inhibit your progress. But there's a very important caveat to this, which is that as you continue to achieve your milestones, you're going to have to figure out how you can manage your relationship with certain people and expose, your emotions or your time and your energy with certain people. But as you're managing that circle of people who, are not rooting for you, you also have work to do in the sense that it is your responsibility to stop that cycle of abuse. And so I remember that as I was going through training, I would make a conscious effort to be really nice and be a mentor to the women underneath me. Just because people treat you badly does not give you permission to then continue that cycle. Yeah, you can excuse your behavior if you decide that that's how you want to act, but you're not helping anybody in any situation by behaving as badly as someone has behaved to you. And so recently I was with one of the women that I had trained with. She was a few years younger than me and she came back into the area and she's practicing locally and we share referral sources and we talk and we have a very good relationship. Even though we technically compete in the same market, we don't have that attitude towards each other. And I recently saw her a few months ago. We were in the doctor's lounge together and she said to me, I don't know if you remember this, but when I was an intern and you were a fourth year, we took call together and it was one of those crazy weekends. And I remember that you said, give me your pager, go home, get a few hours of sleep, and then we'll meet up later and I will take like the intern version of call for you. And I don't even remember doing that. But when she shared that story, I felt happy and grateful that I had done that for her and that I had changed the reputation and the stigma in that program and made it a little bit less toxic. And so as you continue to climb and you continue to focus on your goals, just please be kind to the people below you and stop that cycle because ultimately it's people like you that are going to change the reality for others.